to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Pittsburgh. Yeah! This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
An 11-yard loss on the play brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
On play action, it's Shuck. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Charlie Smith to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Wow! Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. Look at the big man go. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, at your own position, you're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Saints 8, Steelers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Chuck looking to throw on first down. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
On the play. First down, Saints.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Chuck. Again, working deep downfield.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Carl Granderson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They face 2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Steeler first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers out quick to Pittman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Play fake to Dowdle. And now Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now Dowdle finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And that pass reeled in with one hand. And he's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers take a 14-8 lead.
Saints 8. Chris Boswell,
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 25
First time
yards.
he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Johnson.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. That's taken in by Achak. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, New Orleans.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Lance. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A short game, down to the 7. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it is Shuck. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. They cash it in on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. That's deep for Olave. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A big one there to start the second half. 45 yards.
And the Saints first down.
On first down, Shuck. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. They'll go with the push. And this will not get him over the line. In fact, he stopped well short. It brings up second and goal.
At the Steelers' 3-yard line.
They'll try to push him across. And this is not going to get there. Defense forming a wall. Now it is third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
So, Mike, when I played, we would sit in our goal line install meeting, and, you know, teams would try to come up with really creative ways to punch the ball across, but the simplest way I ever heard, I had a coach tell me that if every guy just tries to score with their man, we're going to end up with 6, and that's exactly the approach they took here.
Steelers, 14. Charlie Smith.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up
Second and 10. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
Third down and 10.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the third. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will up the lead to 5.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Saints 16. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver, they get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He's going to run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
Well run with H.N. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they will not be able to get another play off, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's second down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now it's H.A. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throwing on second down, Chuck. Exiting the pocket right. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? From the gun, it's Chuck. That could be the dagger. It is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here comes 2nd down. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To the air is Chuck. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. So wind up a turnover on down. Glorious opportunity for the offense as they take over 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
A 5-yard loss.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal.
14-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, in the win column for the Steelers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson.